All right. ITSMF family, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce a visionary leader who's reshaping how we think about innovation, intelligence, and impact. And that is Alicia Little. And in addition to being the queen of AI, she's also an ITSMF member. So we are just really thrilled about the fact that she is a part of the ITSMF member family. But she's again known as the Queen of AI, and she is the CEO and co founder of AI Innovision, where she leads with clarity, purpose, and a deep commitment to helping organizations harness the transformative power of AI. Um, with more than 2 decades at the intersection of AI, digital transformation, and business strategy, Alicia brings a rare blend of technical depth and practical insight. She's a TEDx speaker, a certified artificial intelligence consultant, and the founder of the International Association of Artificial Intelligence Consultants, which is a global force driving ethical and effective AI adoption. Alicia is recognized as one of JP Morgan Chase's 100 Women to Know in America. She's trained and equipped thousands from corporate executives to government leaders, and she empowers them to lead with confidence in an AI powered world. Today, she joins us, ITSMF, to share not only just information, but perspective, clarity, and a roadmap navigating what's next. Please join me, ITSMF family, in welcoming Alicia Little.
Yay! I'm so excited to be here. Elaine, thank you so much. And I see so many familiar faces. Well, the faces I do see, I see familiar faces. So hello, everyone. David, I see you. How are you doing? Dare, how are you? I see you. I'm waving at you. Jeff, how are you? Good to see you again, Jeff. I see you all the time. Adamola, did I pronounce that right? How are you? You doing good? Good, good. Vicky, give me a thumbs up. I see you. Yes, yes. Uh, N- Nalidi, did I pronounce that right? Yeah. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hi, Misha. Hi, Carl. How are you? Is everybody here ready to learn how to dive into AI to help you build your personal brand in the time that we're in now? Yes, somebody give me a yes in the chat. A thumbs up if your video's on. Gregory, what's up? I see you, Gregory. I see you. I see your thumbs up. All right. We are going to have a lot of fun here today. I do talk fast and move fast. So if you have a question, you can ask me in the comments. Jeff probably knows half of the answers as well, so he might answer you in the comments. But let me see. Elaine, can you allow me to share my screen? I just
Please,
sent.
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. Perfect. I got it. So, as you can see from the top of my screen, I have a bunch of windows open because we're going to work on a bunch of different we're going to lean in and work on a bunch of different sites and have some fun here. But this presentation today is about building your personal brand in the digital age, all powered by AI, and it's for you, IT executive leaders. So, just my story real quick. 25 years ago, I worked at the White House. I then went into entrepreneurship. After that, didn't look back, completely love it. I'm an entrepreneur now for 25 years. And today we're talking about helping you to leverage AI to build your personal brand that will open doors you didn't even know existed. I will tell you, in the past few months, I have been on a personal brand mission, like working my personal brand to get all sorts of opportunities. So Elaine knows some of it. She was telling me how busy I am right now, but I've been on a mission to build my personal brand and leveraging AI. I've been on podcasts, speaking at a lot of events, and it's been really good for me. I just got a message from YouTube this morning that I reached 1 million views on YouTube last month, so I was really excited. That was my biggest milestone with YouTube so far. Thank you. So, when we're talking about the transition and the reality check, it takes a while. Transition can take a while, but with AI, you can really multiply your presence. So let's discuss something really quickly. How would you rate yourself if I said, okay, rate your digital presence? If I was to Google you or LinkedIn you, how would you show up? 1, you don't think you would show up so well. 5, you think that I would be so impressed that I would be clapping from the rooftop for you, saying, oh my God, your digital presence is amazing. Somebody rate themselves in the chat. Right? Rate themselves. A 3. Okay, that's pretty good. A 3. A 3. And when people Google your name, are you Googleable? Yes or no? Are you pretty Googleable? Will they find articles about you in Google? Melanie, I like your 2.5 and climbing. You are precise. You are precise. DK said yes, you're Googleable. All right. And then have you updated your LinkedIn in the past 6 months? Have you updated your profile? Yes, Gregory said yes. Have you posted on LinkedIn within the past 7 days? Give me a 7 if you've done it within the past 7 days, right? If you haven't, then just give me a 0. It's a 7 or a 0. All right. So some of you have, some of you haven't. And so the biggest challenges for you, I know, is time, kind of overwhelmed by the platforms, especially LinkedIn, content creation, and then really measuring your impact. If this is true for you, just say true in the chat. Just be like, true, true, right? And so, and we're going to talk about how AI can really help you to work smarter, not harder. And, before your online presence, let's say, you're going to miss opportunities. You're not going to be found as much as you should be, but using AI to transform that digital footprint will be amazing for you. So we're going to talk about the 5-layer brand stack. That's like monetization. So converting influence to opportunities, how you show up, how does that convert over to a new job, a new opportunity, engagement. So AI assisted relationship building, visibility, authority, and the foundational work with LinkedIn. I'm going to give you homework and prompts and a whole bunch of stuff that after this presentation will take you to the next level. So the AI tools that I love for executive branding, content, your content partner, write your LinkedIn post, help you with a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to use it today. ChatGPT and Claude. Do you have one of those accounts? If so, give me a yes. Yes, if you have one of those. Okay. Perplexity is my favorite for doing online research. So it's great for intelligence gathering. It can search LinkedIn for you as well. Canva, especially Canva AI, is great for branding, content creation, social media content. HeyGen is my favorite tool for getting on video and cloning myself. Let's just say that. But it has really good video tools in there for AI. And then when you talk about content scheduling, tools like Buffer, Hootsuite, Metrocool, Planoly, there's a bunch of them out there can help you with scheduling if you need that as well. So when we talk about the LinkedIn leadership strategy, is it okay if we start off with LinkedIn? Scott posted his LinkedIn profile in the chat. Open up your LinkedIn and post your LinkedIn profiles in the chat. When you're on LinkedIn, you should be writing an article monthly, if not monthly, let's do it weekly, posting industry insights, engaging with other people, commenting on other people's brands. And so we do have LinkedIn prompts that are going to help you to transform your profile. I like all these LinkedIn, your LinkedIn prompts, your LinkedIn pages that you're putting in the chat. So that's fantastic. So I want you to go over to your LinkedIn. Everybody should almost be to their LinkedIn. And I'm going to give you ChatGPT prompts that we're going to use to transform your LinkedIn profile. First of all, are we ready to do some work? David, I see you just put your glasses on. That means you are ready, David Williams. I saw that. So yes, we're ready to do some work. Someone type ready in the chat. You're ready to do some work. We're going to do some work in today's class. Don says ready. Kennard says ready. All right. So open up this Notion doc for me. And the first prompt that's made just for you as an IT executive, I want you to put into ChatGPT. So we'll do this together. So open up ChatGPT and then just copy and paste that prompt from that Notion document. All right.
Where
Thank
is
you.
the Notion document?
Okay, I just put it in the chat. You'll see AL, my initials, and then it starts off with Notion. Do you see that there?
I'll redo it.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
And I can also paste the prompt in. But the reason that I put it in Notion is because sometimes it's hard to copy and paste from Zoom. So Elaine just reposted the Notion doc. And then I pasted the prompt in there. Can everybody access it now? Somebody give me a yes if you can access
Yes.
the prompt. Okay, perfect. So you're going to paste that into ChatGPT. And then the first thing, here's my LinkedIn profile. We're going to do this together. So the prompt says you're a LinkedIn optimization expert specializing in IT executive profiles. Create 5 compelling LinkedIn headlines for me based on this information. Here's my current LinkedIn profile. Bam, there's my profile. My role, and now I'm going to put AI consultant, right? Or you could put my future role or the role. It actually asks you your future role at the bottom, I think. Yeah. So if you don't have a current role, just explain, right? Industry. So if you're, which IT sector are you in? Cybersecurity, which IT sector? My industry, I'm going to put AI consulting, oops, training, speaking, all right. And then my key expertise, it says your 3 main technical leadership areas. So I'm going to put AI integration, AI training, and then I'm going to put AI integration, training, solutions. All right. My career goals. What am I seeking? A new role, a board position, consulting, career goals. I'm going to say new consulting clients, new speaking opportunities. This is for me. What sets you apart from other IT executives? A lot of experience. Keynote speaking gigs in AI, trained in AI across government, corporations, universities, etc. Right? And then the requirements you can change if you want, but these are just like the requirements that we put there for this prompt, and then you're going to click the up arrow for ChatGPT to go. So now ChatGPT says, Alicia, let's get your LinkedIn headline glowing like your stage presence. These 5 headline options are to impress C-suite execs, attract new consulting gigs, and position you as a thought leader, AI speaker, and strategist. All while staying keyword rich and character consistent. So my strategic AI consultant, keynote speaker, empowering enterprises and government organizations to unlock AI's potential. It gives you the character count. AI integration expert, trained 10K across. Okay. AI consultant for government, corporation, and universities. AI strategy and training consultant. And then consulting in AI, keynote speaking. So it's changing the one I have up here, founder, chief executive officer, AI Innovision, queen of AI. Yeah, I probably need to update that. So now I can make that update based on what it just said. So I'm just opening mine up to see some of my updates. So I just want everybody to go through this and then tell me if they found one that they really loved. All right, the timer is on. You have 2 minutes and counting. Just to recap what we're doing, you put this prompt in, you're customizing it to yourself, you're pressing go, and you're seeing what your new headlines for you, what they're coming up for you. I'm going to open up some of your LinkedIn's, Carl. All right, Carl, I got you. Vicky, you're next. Got you. Jeff, I think I already have you. All Oh, no. Got you, Jeff. Melanie, we're already connected. Let's see, Rachel, connecting with you. DK.
Hey, Lisa, just a quick question here.
Sure.
Um, uh, are you adding a URL to your LinkedIn or a extract PDF of your LinkedIn profile? Because I can't do the URL. It's not working for me.
So are you asking about my profile or in the prompt? Am I adding the URL here?
In the prompt, right?
So
Okay,
it
did.
won't let you paste your URL for LinkedIn here?
It paces it, but it tells me it can't access LinkedIn. And so what I had to do was just attach an extracted version or download a PDF.
Yeah.
I always get conflicting insight about that. It works for some people, it doesn't work for others. I've never been able to get it to work for me.
Yeah. So two things that you could do here. I want you to try again. Are you on 4.0, the model? Look at my drop down, just to check to see if you're on the same one.
No,
And then
no.
say it again.
No, I'm not.
What are you on? Which one are you on?
It just says Chat GPT. It doesn't tell me the model.
Are you logged in?
I thought I was.
Can you check down at the bottom left-hand corner and do you see like your name there or
Yeah.
and
Yep.
if you click up, does it show like you can go to your settings?
Well, it could I got the free version. Maybe that's it.
Nope, it should still search, but if you click on your settings, do you still see your settings here?
Yeah, I'm at my settings.
Okay, so you're logged in.
No.
You should still have a drop down with other models in it, but click on the plus button here, and you might have to click on more. Do you see web search where it has the icon for the web? Do you see web search?
Alicia, do you have a few minutes after? Maybe you'd circle back with
Yeah.
David.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So David, one thing that I want you to do right now though is tell ChatGPT, yes, you can search the web, try again and tell me what happens.
Okay.
And Nalidi, did I pronounce it right again? I'm trying. Says, is your LinkedIn profile public? I'm hoping it is, David. I'm hoping it is. But Jeff says the AI headlines are better than mine. Impossible, Jeff. How can AI have headlines better than your original one, Jeff? I don't know.
Alicia,
Yeah.
I don't know if now's a good time to ask a question, but I did this, while we were going through this. One of the things is that my current headline, it also sort of merges some personal goals. So for example, like I'd love to sort of like get into social impact, right? So I kind of put social impact advocate right on my headline in addition to some of the other things. And I want my headline to sort of like more broadly represent my skills. So as I was filling it out, I did put one future role, but I wonder if this prompt would still work if I put multiple.
Yeah, and Caroline, you could ask that
Caroline.
question definitely to ChatGPT, say based on my goal of getting this position. And I've done this with someone else, and ChatGPT came back and said, "Do you want the position or do you want to play with your passion projects?" And we were like, "Okay." And so then we were like, "Let's delete the passion projects and leave that for somewhere else."
Leave it for somewhere else.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
Yeah. All right.
I actually asked it as a follow-on after it gave me these 5 recommendations. I did say, what do you think about my current headline? And it gave me some interesting answers. And I was like, okay, I need to pay attention.
Yeah.
And it's really helpful as we're going. We're only going to go through one more, but I'm going to show you that you have different prompts that you can use here with LinkedIn, like to just
Right.
optimize different things with LinkedIn. And then I'm going to give you some other prompts for just things that you can do in general. But you can, just taking off of what you were saying, you can keep going in this conversation. So now I could say here, okay, based on the headline, could you write a description for me? For my, the description part about LinkedIn, or you can go back here to the LinkedIn summary to create an executive narrative. And you can give it your current summary, tell it your target audience, your career transition goals, your key achievements, and it will rewrite that summary for you to make it more engaging. Um, I will say to make it more engaging, but to align with your goal, which is your career transition goal. Does that make sense? Yes, everybody good?
Yep. No, yeah, that's true, because I see that. Yeah, career transition goal, right? Mhm.
Yep. And so you can just ask ChatGPT directly, okay, now I want you to write my LinkedIn summary, or you can paste in this prompt. This prompt is designed just to get you a better result. But either way, you can get a good result. One of the other things that we'll pay attention to now is on LinkedIn, to be seen as a thought leader, you need to generate some post for LinkedIn. So is it okay if we skip now to generate a post for you on LinkedIn? Is everybody good with that? Yes. Carl, are you good with that? Okay. So everybody done with their headlines? Yes. Shake your head if you're on screen. Or yes, say give me a yes in the chat if you're not on screen. Okay, I see all the head shaking. Perfect. So you're not doing it now just because I have limited time with you, so you can go back and do that later. But what I want you to do is go back to the Notion doc, and where it says, scroll down to where it says Thought Leadership Post Generator. Thought Leadership Post Generator. And you're going to copy that. And then you're going to go, you can do it in the same LinkedIn that we're working in, but now fill in the blanks. Create a LinkedIn thought leadership post for an IT executive about. So, what are you trying to create it about? So, I'm going to put AI adoption within teams, right? My perspective. My perspective is that in the near future, every team will have AI agents seamlessly integrated. I like that Jeff. I like that. And then it says target audience. So who is the target audience? So let's do C-suite, IT professional, board members, and AI enthusiast. You pick it for yourself. The call to action is comments. So what I want to get is comments more than anything. And then these are the requirements for ChatGPT. Start with a compelling hook, 1,200 to 1,500 characters, kind of LinkedIn's optimal length, and you press go. And so everybody do this now. Let's create a post for LinkedIn. And then someone is going to read their post to us so that we can hear it. So if you volunteer, raise your hand and I'll call on you to read yours. All right. You have 90 more seconds. Thirty more seconds. Wrap it up. Raise your hand if you'd like to read yours.
For those who just joined, check the chat out and you'll see Alicia's post. I'm sorry, prompt that she's using for this exercise.
And Carolyn, you'll be able to save this Notion document. You're asking, can you download it? I think the 3 dots at the right, and you should see an export button and you should be able to download it that way.
Okay, I'll try that. Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, everybody. Anybody want to volunteer? Raise your hand nice and high. Gregory volunteered. So Gregory, let's hear what ChatGPT wrote for you. And all of its awesomeness. I'm going to pull you up. Elaine, can you spotlight Gregory?
Yes, thank you.
Sure. So I put the prompts in. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. I put the prompts in as instructed, and here's what came out. And so, transforming IT operations and cybersecurity into business drivers. In today's high-stakes digital economy, security, resilience, and automation aren't back office functions. They're boardroom imperatives. I help enterprise organizations turn these imperatives into results. With 15 plus years leading global IT operations and cybersecurity programs for Fortune 50 companies like Walmart and Big Four Deloitte, I've delivered measurable enterprise-wide impact. And so the results here are 1.4 million OPEX savings, 72% seen cost reduction, 2 million certificates migrated, 38% mean time reduction, 99% uptime. At Walmart, I led cryptographic systems, engineering advancing HSM, PKI, and post-quantum security across 4,700 locations. At Deloitte, I scaled global tech ops, built resilient teams across the US, Mexico, and India, and managed a $5 million transformation portfolio with 27% ROI. What sets me apart?
So Gregory, let me pause you right there. Is that the summary? Did you do your LinkedIn summary?
Yes. So the
Yes,
summary
okay.
here, so I took that and copied it, and this is what it spit out.
That's what it spit out. Okay, good. Everybody give Gregory a round of applause. Good job. Do you like it, Gregory?
I do. I like
do?
the structure. It gets right to the point. It showcases the value, and it also showcases it at executive level. So I love it.
Executive level. I agree. I heard that in there. All right, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Did anybody do the thought leadership post generator? Did anybody write a thought leadership post with it? Vicky, do you want to share yours?
I didn't do the work. I'm gonna do it after because
Okay.
I'm trying to take it all in, but this
Okay.
is great information.
Okay. Okay. I saw someone else raise their hand. Oh, okay. Nalidi, did you do it? Can we unmute her? Okay, let's hear yours.
Yeah, so sorry for the background noise. So mine was, is it possible to keep up with AI without burning out? So GPT-5 just launched today, and yes, it's smarter, faster, and packed with new tricks. But here's my take. You don't need to drop everything or overhaul your tech stack to stay current. This morning, I gave GPT 5 minutes of my attention, not for a white paper, not for work. I asked it to plan a dinner menu based on what's in my fridge. The result? Surprisingly helpful and hilarious. But more importantly, it gave me a new feel for what's new. Here's how I recommend busy tech leaders engage with GPT-5 without overwhelm. 1, pick a mundane task, calendar cleanup, inbox triage, doc summaries, and test GPT-5 on it. 2,
I love
set a
it.
timer.
Pause
Okay,
right
yeah.
there. I love it. How do you feel about that? I mean, it has a lot of value in it, like that post really had a lot of value, and it makes me think that you know what you're talking about, right? So I don't know. Let me see if I can unmute you. Can you unmute yourself again? No. Elaine, can you unmute her?
Sure.
Okay. What did you think about it? Did you like the?
Yeah, I think I liked it. I think it was kind of funny because it made a little lie, saying that this morning I did the thing with my fridge, which isn't 100% true. But I can make it like, I can tweak it. It's a good
Right.
starting point, you
Right.
know?
And
Before
you
I
can
had
go,
nothing. Now I have something.
right. Or now you can go to your fridge and actually do it and then post the picture of you actually doing it in your fridge. So it can give you the idea of something that's engaging. And now you need to go and then post that picture and walk through that process. And you're like, here it is, everybody. So I think that was good. I love it. All
That's
right.
true.
Thank you so much for sharing. And then Laureen said, I did it and it came out great. Jeff said, ChatGPT does make some things up. And what ChatGPT says is, oh, those were hypothetical. And I thought that that would help you. So you tell ChatGPT, I don't want anything hypothetical. Don't try to help me. So if you're like, write an article for me and don't put any hypothetical in it, and it won't do just anything hypothetical. But yes, you can go back and just like you were saying, make some corrections. All right. Let's keep moving. You guys are doing amazing. So going back over to the prompt. So we did the headline generator, and then some of you did the summary transformer already, the thought leadership post generator. So now you can write, different comments, update your executive bio, your email signature. These are just some of the things that you could do at ChatGPT to really set yourself up to win. And then here's some of the tools. I'm going to go through this really quickly. So the primary tools that you should focus on, especially for content creation, ChatGPT, really easy to use. Claude Pro. So I'm really loving Claude for creating longer content. So if you want to create white papers, you want to create, different types of content, Claude it does a really good job at that. It can create 100 pages in one go. One thing I'd like to tell you, I'm on the Claude paid plan, but I just want to show you one thing in Claude. Claude, in the tools section where it says search and tools, has something called style. If you click on style, go all the way to the bottom and click create and edit styles, and then click create custom style. This is where you can add a writing sample, and it will use that writing sample to write everything now in your style when you pick to write it in your style, which is amazing. Or you could just describe your style right here. So you describe what your style is here. And so for me, when Claude is writing something for me, I click on use style, Alicia's voice. Now everything it writes for me is going to write it as my ghostwriter. So in my tone and style, which I love. Okay. And then it also has something called extended thinking, which will give you kind of like a deeper dive into the content that you're getting. So we're just going over our tool stack real quick. Number 1 was ChatGPT. Number 2 is Claude. When you're in Claude, always look for the latest models and pick the one that's closest to the top. Free accounts, you might have Opus 4. Paid accounts will have Opus 4.1. And then you can also connect different things to your Claude account. So the connectors like Google Drive, Gmail, and Calendar, which you can also do in ChatGPT. So for those of you that have a ChatGPT account, I want to show you one setting that you need to pay attention to. So we were on Claude, now we're on ChatGPT. If you go to settings, in your settings, you're going to see security and data controls. In security, turn on multi-factor authentication. You'll have to do this after this account, but this prevents a bad actor from getting into your ChatGPT account where you have all this precious content and work that you did. And then in data controls, it says improve the model for everyone. It's defaulted to on and you need to turn it off. So this is where ChatGPT says if it's on, we're going to use the content you put in. We might use it, might use it to train our models. So we don't want that. So we want to turn it off. So there's where you need to do turn it off. And those are really the big things to know. There's also some connectors here in ChatGPT. So my ChatGPT is connected to my Google Calendar, all this kind of stuff right here, and do different connections. The latest updates in ChatGPT for any of you writing thought leadership posts on ChatGPT is that it has agents mode. You see where it says new with agents mode? And with agents mode, it can do a bunch of different stuff for you. I'm going to show you an example of something that I did in agents mode, just so you can see it. Let me see if I have it here. But one of the things that I did, oh, here it is I booked a vet appointment for my dog, Bruno. So I said, could you book a vet appointment? So right now we're in ChatGPT agents. Could you book a vet appointment for Bruno at Leland Veterinary Clinic? It's in Mapleton, Georgia. He's already a client there and at this vet clinic. And if you look at my email, you can see how overdue he is. So ChatGPT went and looked in my email. Then it went to the website, Leland Veterinary Clinic, and it filled in all of the information to book an appointment for Bruno. Pretty amazing. And it booked the appointment and it let me know what time it is. But then it was like, I need your mobile number to finalize it. I gave it my mobile number. It put in my number in the website, and Bruno's appointment was set. And the email was sent to me in my email that Bruno has an exam at 9 a.m. And I didn't do anything except write this prompt here. And then when it asked me for it, I gave it my email address. So this is the part of AI literacy that I'm just teaching you about real quick. So as you're in the transition phase, the number one skill that LinkedIn put out in their March report of the most important skills is AI literacy, right? AI literacy. So I'm just showing you what AI is capable of for your conversations as your career transitioning to really understand that the capabilities of AI. So the newest thing in ChatGPT is called agents. And with ChatGPT agents, it can act on your behalf. In this case, it searched my email, went to the website, booked the appointment, and the website for the vet clinic sent me my confirmation email. This is something that normally my assistant Carlo would do, but instead I had agent do it. I've done this for plane tickets as well. I did this the last ITSMF event that I was at. Was the plane ticket was completely booked by AI. I didn't log into Delta, didn't have anything, any part of it. AI did everything for me. This is where it's going. And then last but not least on that tool stack is Perplexity.ai. And Perplexity is the most amazing tool for doing searches. In fact, when you start doing searches on Perplexity, you will never Google again. Like Google will be dead to you. You will never Google again. So here I am asking Perplexity, the growing demand for AI consultants in the USA and internationally, and how the demand exceeds supply. Perplexity, you can see if you click on steps, this is called like the train of thoughts. So you can see the chain of thought, what it did. It searched for 3 key terms. It brought back 18 sources, McKinsey, right? Supply chain, different sources, BCG, and then it gave us our answer. Widespread AI adoption, investment surge, acute talent shortage, consultant salaries reflect demand, all of this kind of stuff right here. So Perplexity is the number one for research. And last but not least, then we're moving into a Q&A section, is Gamma.app. So Gamma is the tool for creating presentations. So in Gamma, I'm just going to do a quick demonstration. So the 3 keys and the 3 key things IT execs need to do on LinkedIn when they are in transition. Right? And then I click generate outline. And then here we go. 3 essential LinkedIn moves for IT. See, just creating this PowerPoint presentation right here. I love it. I love it. And then I'm going to click a template that I like. You can put your own templates in there. I can pick an image art style. I might like line art. I've never done that one before. Let's do that. And then you click generate. And we're almost there. We're almost there. Okay. So now count. Somebody set your timer. Here's slide number 1. 3 essential LinkedIn moves for IT execs in transition. Slide number 2. Why LinkedIn? Okay. All right. We're on slide number 3. Number 1, optimize your link. Okay. Slide number 4, concrete example. Okay. So it's moving too fast. So I'm going to stop saying what's on the slides because it's moving so fast. But this is an amazing tool for you to know. And this is part of your AI literacy again. And as you're doing presentations, is to pay attention to these AI tools and how transformative they are. So here is our presentation. I can change anything, but the images were made by Gamma, so they are not anything that's already out there. Gamma just made the images, just letting you know that they're AI images. So you got to double check them. But all right, perfect. I like it. What? All right. Got it. Perfect. All right. And so that is Gamma. Whew. That was a lot. Now there's more in the slides that I have for you, but what we'll do is we'll go ahead and give you these slides just to make sure that you have the slides and what we were talking about, but almost there. I just want to make sure that everybody has, let me go back to that Notion doc and see if I gave you there's one more Notion doc for you. I'm actually going to put this in the chat instead. This Notion doc is kind of the starting point, and then you'll see the personal brand strategic playbook underneath it with that link. And then these are different prompts that you can use that we thought were helpful for you all. And then a cheat sheet for the LinkedIn algorithm and that sort of thing, just to help you with LinkedIn. Whew, that was a lot. I know, lots of tools. We talked about and lots of prompts, but we talked about ChatGPT. We optimized our LinkedIn profile. We wrote summary descriptions. You got new headlines. I mean, we've done a lot. Some of you wrote your thought leadership. Others will do it later. I introduced you to Claude.ai, really good for large content. Don't forget on Claude to create the style. Don't forget on ChatGPT, data privacy, and set up your security settings. And then we went into Perplexity, and I promise you, you will never Google again once you Perplexity. And then last but not least, adding to your AI literacy, we went into Gamma.app, had so much fun creating a PowerPoint presentation, all created with AI. Okay, I'm done. Whew. All right. Now, anybody here have a question? We have 4 minutes for questions.
Mhm.
Any questions?
We've got
Greg,
a question. Raise your hand or so that
Okay.
Alicia can see you. And I do see some in the chat. Do you have any tips for exporting websites in HTML that were created with Gamma into code instead of PDFs?
into code instead of PDF. So let me actually try it in Gamma. Let's export it as a website. Export it. You know what? I'd have to start over as a website. So you're saying you created as a website, but now you want the code. You could probably put that into ChatGPT, maybe the Codex version of ChatGPT, and ask it to create the code for you. What platform are you trying to put that in? Are you trying to put it on like Go High Level or ClickFunnels? Thank you, Jeff.
Are you able to unmute, Nalidi? Was that you with the question?
Yeah, sure. I guess mainly so I can have a bit more control. Cause like
Yeah.
after it makes something, I'm like, all right, cool. Or it'll do like a typo sometimes, like a weird typo. Then I'll be like,
Yeah.
okay, I want to change it, the words.
Right.
So then if I
I-
want yeah.
Yeah, I would recommend that you use lovable.dev. It's easier and it's built more for this. I use it all the time. I love it, passionate about it. Cool. Yep. You can
All right.
create apps and stuff for it. I'm speaking at a podcasters event today. And I created an app this morning for them to use using Lovable. I'm going to show it to you and I'm going to put it in the chat for everybody to see. But people are at my booth right now. That's where Denise is helping me out there. And they are playing with my new tool. And this new tool was 100% built on Lovable. I have no idea how to build websites or code, but I used Lovable to create this for me. And it's a very conversational kind of AI tool. So I recommend that you check that one out.
All right. We've got 2 questions and we'll cut it there if we can make
Okay.
them short. Misha
Sure.
and then Rob.
Misha.
Yeah, my question was, I posted in the chat earlier, was when you did use the agent to book your vet appointment, did you happen to go out to the website and see what kind of information they needed, or you just gave that prompt and it did it all?
It did it all. So I did tell it to check my email because I have my connectors on. So my ChatGPT is connected to my Gmail account. And then I did tell it the name of the veterinary clinic. So it went into my email, found the veterinary clinic, found the button to book an appointment from my email, led to the website, and it filled out everything for me. I was shocked.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Rob, did you lower your hand? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, no, so real quickly, you had mentioned the tools that you use. I just wanted to get a sense of how much they sort of differ. For example, I pay for Chat GPT because of ITSMF. I don't believe, like Claude is like a tough thing for me at ITSMF. I use Copilot a lot. But is Copilot really just not, should I like drop Copilot and go to Claude?
Well, the reason to keep Copilot is because if you're in transition, a lot of companies are using Copilot. So if you step in and say, I'm already on Copilot and I have Copilot skills, then you're even more desirable. So make sure that I would, if I were you, stay with Copilot if you like it and know how to use it, if you're in transition, because it is used widely in corporations and government.
Mhm.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
Alicia, thank you so much for joining us. I know you've got to run, but we thought we were just going to get a lesson or two, but you even came bearing gifts. We really love the fact that you sent us the toolkit, and we will all make much use of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
ITSMF family, if you could let us know your feedback. Was this session a good session for you? Is this series a good series? We need your survey information in order to know whether or not this is something we should continue, or whether or not we need to tweak it, make it better, or what have you. So if you could pull this QR code very quickly, it doesn't take but a minute or two to fill out the information. I'm trying to give you enough time to pull the QR code. And then just a few more announcements. We want to get everybody out on time.
All right, Elaine, I'm going to pop off then. Thank you
so much,
so
Alicia.
much.
We know you are doing it, so thank you so much.
Okay, bye everybody. Bye. Connect on LinkedIn. Thank you.
All right. And then again, the next session, I'll get the date updated for you, but I believe we've got a session coming up in September, so stay tuned for that. Again, Alicia and ITSMF are in partnership. We are presenting the AI strategy and implementation for IT executives. The QR code is here. You can also go to our website. If you think this little bit was phenomenal, consider the AI strategy and implementation course that we've got going. We've got another one coming up in the fall, so stay tuned for that. But check out the website so that you can learn about it, and you can go ahead and register. Yes, Jeff, you did cohort number 2. I did cohort number 1. And guess what? The content still comes. She does not abandon you once you have gotten your course. You continue to get updates and refreshes, and it's just a part of it. And that's what we love about Alicia and AI Innovision. We want you to continue to be a champion for ITSMF. If you know someone else who should be able to have access to things like this, resources like this, we need them to be a member. So make a warm introduction to ITSMF, and we'll take it from there. Make sure that the other person that you're recommending is on the email and the warm introduction. Again, doesn't have to be elaborate, but we know there's at least one other person in your network that you know should be a member of ITSMF, and we just ask that you introduce them so we're not hoarding all this good stuff for ourselves, that we're opening it up to everyone who needs it. By now, you should be aware that S2 2025 is coming. We will be in Atlanta, or just outside of Atlanta at Chateau Elan. S2 will be September 10th through the 11th. And then on September 12th, we will have our inaugural golf tournament, charity golf tournament. Whether you're a golfer or not, we invite you to attend, because there will be activities and packages for those who are not golfers, like myself. Yes, we will send you the recording to this, Nalidi. And then, speaking of golf, again, the golf tournament, if you are a golfer, we want you to open up your networks. You do not have to. This is not just for ITSMF members. So wherever your networks are, we want you to invite them to attend both the charity golf event and S2 2025 in Atlanta This could be your doctor. This could be your dentist. This could be your realtor. This could be anyone that's in your network that would benefit from connecting and making meaningful connections. We invite you to invite them to both the golf tournament and the S2 2025 here in Atlanta. Then college mentoring program, we are gearing up for that. If you are aware of a STEM college student that could benefit from mentoring or perhaps scholarships or perhaps internships or apprenticeships, we ask you to go to the website to learn more about how they can benefit from the college mentoring program. And then calling all mentors. We do not want to have a program and not be able to offer mentors for these wonderful STEM college students. So we ask just a little bit of your time. We will also train you on how to be an effective mentor to these wonderful, bright minds. And so if you've got the ability, please, we ask you to become a mentor for the college mentoring program. And then that's it. We're going to get you out on your day. I hope this was meaningful. Again, we really, really need you to fill out the survey. We need to know whether or not this program is effective, whether or not we need to do something different, whether or not there are topics that you would love for us to present that would be meaningful and valuable to you as you navigate. So with that, family, thank you so much for joining us and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.